The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman baseball coach Tom Griffin, I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network as the Eagles get a pair of victories over Brevard and sweep the Tornadoes. And Coach, to me, the theme offensively, some late surges, late run support in the first game, and you get 6 runs in the final 2 at-bats against the Tornadoes in the final 2 games. What was it about the adjustments at the plate that you were able to surge late?
Well, I tell you, they've done it all year as far as scoring late and getting back into games. And again, I think that goes back to a lot of experience in that lineup. There's not a lot of freshmen, sophomores. It's a lot of juniors and seniors. So you hope they understand that your 2 previous at-bats have nothing to do with your next at-bat. You got to be able to flush that stuff out of the way and be able to get, the next at-bat is what matters. That's a big part of it. And that was able to happen. Now, for a coaching staff, it gives us a little agita over here because you're wanting things to get going and you're waiting. But you got to be patient, 1 pitch at a time, and that's what happened. That was good, no question.
You had 7 pitchers in the first game. How would you grade the pitching staff game 1 and game 2 today?
Well, good enough to win ball games. I mean, they only did score 1 run, and Eberle, wasn't as efficient as he needs to be or can be. Okay? We're too many freebies, but bottom line is, despite that, we did some good things behind him defensively and make pitches when he had to. He did that at Newberry as well. And if you're only giving a team 1 run, you've got a pretty good chance of winning a ball game. And he's done that back-to-back weekends. And then the first game today with the lineup of pitchers, Perez, great job coming in relief and getting a little extended there and worked out of some situations to allow us to put crooked numbers up late. So good performance by those guys, and Coach Bounds and Haberle did a good job, I think, having them prepared. You
mentioned some of the plays behind the pitching staff today. Well, there are some great plays by Jimmy Rice. Joey Solito had one there late in the ball game. Greg Jones picks off a couple runners. There's some caught stealings. He did make some errors today, but how happy are you with the way that the defense played in this series overall?
I liked how we played this whole series. I thought our energy level here in the dugout, out in the field, I thought was tremendous. And I thought that occurred also on Wednesday. So that's kind of what we're all about and what the environment is about. And then defensively, we feel that's a strong suit for us. And you saw that today with the double plays and some of the plays that were made to get the final out. Our catchers do a great job of being able to throw behind people and being aggressive. We want them to be aggressive in that fashion, and they were able to do that as well. And look, Greg had a good game today, Gooch Greer, and we're fortunate to have a third catcher, Ethan Goforth, who's just as reliable as those 2. We're very fortunate in that area. But, man, it was a good weekend. It gets us closer to 500. You got to take care of business at home. I like the way our guys went about their business and how they did things. They enjoyed the experience with each other. And we had Dr. O'Brien and Mr. Morgan in here, which is, how many times you get to see your AD and president hanging out in your dugout? I mean, that's pretty cool. Now, you got to watch yourself. You get a little nervous, but that's what makes this place, and that's what makes Carson-Newman special is when 2 administrators are hanging out watching a ball game on a Saturday together. That's pretty cool. That's why we're fortunate to be doing what we're doing.
Turn around to get Limestone on Tuesday and then a road trip to Shorter. How do you keep the ball rolling, and what do you hope your guys do in the next couple days to get ready for those 2 midweek battles?
Some guys have to let the bodies heal up a little bit, man. I mean, I think there's fatigue, and that's natural. But really, it's come out Monday with the intent of how we're going to train and go about our business, get our reps in, be focused, do it with energy. Because what we don't want to do when we get into the training part is to have a lull and then have to pick it back up for the game. We want to train the way we're going to play. We want to play the way we train. So they got to come out with that energy. They got to come out, make plays out here. They got to be energized. And we want that to be an everyday thing, not just game day. And fortunately, a lot of times we're able to do that. And so that's how we're going to attack and approach things.
Coach, thanks for the time. Enjoy this series sweep.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Did great work this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you very much. He's Carson-Newman coach Tom Griffin. I'm Michael Watching for the Eagles Sports Network.